Key Digital, the experts in digital audio-visual and control systems.
Probably exactly a month ago. Last time we were live, living that live life.
I think so. You know, thank God they let you back into the country, right? Tell everybody, where were you?
Well, Key Digital launched in New Zealand
Uh-huh.
with a really excellent partner by the name of JPro. Very professional organization. They've been the distributor for Harman Audio products for going on 2 decades, I want to say. So they really have a great relationship with the commercial integrators in that country. They really have service and expertise and knowledge and technical resources down to a T. So they're really a perfect partner for us for the territory. And it was just wonderful to see New Zealand. So yeah, they let me back into the country. For better or for worse.
Always for better, always for better. And the Key Digital fans appreciate you. You're always there helping out our customers and helping out our special guests today. You know, we're trying to do something different here with Key Digital Live and, you know, bring to you, instead of the boring old death by PowerPoint or lunch and learns where it's all about those you know, just PowerPoints, lunch, in and out of the room.
Yep.
So we wanted to bring something a little bit different for you, a little bit different vibe. And today on episode number 3, we got a great fan, a longtime supporter of Key Digital. You know, one of my most favorite customers. I'm sorry, but you know, I play favorites, right? But you know, Zebediah Henry from NX Systems in Atlanta. In Stone Mountain, Georgia, actually, right? Stone Mountain. So definitely check out Zeb. But you'll get to hear his story today and really what the process is in working with us, right? Like, you know, there's lots of different options for HDMI solutions and control. And, you know, we've been working on projects for many, many years. I think, Zeb, the first time we hooked up was like Cedia in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, it was.
Probably around that time.
2010. Something like that, 11.
Cool.
Somewhere in there.
Man, it feels like it was yesterday.
I know, right? It's been forever, but it feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Some of my guys, we installed your booth there. We helped you guys do your booth that week.
I remember that was so awesome too. I remember talking to one of my buddies down there. I'm like, hey, you know any dealers that can help us out? At that time, we had just a small booth, and one of my buddies, Matt Bryant, remember Matt? Good old Matt.
Yeah.
He was so kind enough to connect us. He goes, oh, I have a great dealer who buys a ton of your stuff. I'm like, oh, awesome. So we got together with Zebediah, and it was fantastic. That was the fastest booth teardown time all time ever, right?
Definitely broke
Like,
some
seriously.
records.
Zeb's
I remember we were eating chicken wings across the street at Taco Mac within an hour.
Zeb's guys were no joke. Him, Ak, the whole crew, they came through. They're like, listen, sales guys, trainer guys, just step aside, let us do what we do. They had the booth up and down, and it felt like minutes. So you guys did a great job.
Yeah.
So today we're just gonna talk a little bit about Zeb is here. If you guys have any questions, DM the questions. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. So if you have questions, hit us up. If not, you can definitely contact Zeb on all social media. I think Zeb most active on Insta and Facebook for you.
Facebook, yeah, NX_Systems on Instagram and NX Systems on Facebook.
And LinkedIn too, right? You're on LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn, yeah.
Cool, awesome. So as soon as we get those credentials up, we're going to be LinkedIn Live too. We got so many cell phones. I'll send you pictures. You can check it out. See how everything is set up. So really, what we'll go through today is, you know, Zeb had called me last year. He's like, hey, I got this huge project, and you know, just to kind of take you through the process, right? And just like any other customer, any other big project, they need all the information yesterday, right? So Zeb and I were on the phone, and I'm asking him all sorts of questions, and you know, how big's the room, inputs, outputs. So we're putting it together, and you know, Zeb's like, he goes, I think that this is probably going to be a great project for your AV over IP solution. And I'm like, yeah, of course, AV over IP, man. You got, so much flexibility. You take that network switcher and you can have any input, any output, and create that. So as you can see here on the screen, and if you watch back the live, you'll be able to see it. We'll have this on our YouTube channel. But this is where it started. It started with a conversation. I drew it out. I have horrible handwriting, but we drew that out for Zeb. And then from there, we at least were able to get scope of work, bill of materials, and a budget established, right? Sometimes that happens where, we don't always know what the budget is because the client doesn't want to give us the budget. Everybody sometimes acts like they're from New Jersey, like me, where they want the best product at the cheapest price, right? They're like, oh, I don't have a budget. Just give me the best product. And then you tell them the price, and then they have a heart attack. And then you have to revive them and bring them back and, show them, okay, well, now all of a sudden you got a budget, right?
Champagne dreams and
beer money, right?
Beer money.
Yeah. So I drew this up, sent in the email. Zeb was able to get his bid in. And then from there, we passed over to Jonathan and his team where they created the design. And, obviously things change, right? From the first conversation all the way to finished product, but with the design, who did this design? Was this Chantel that did this?
Chantel, yep.
Okay.
Chantel in our system design group. So the main 5 questions that we get the answers for, and you had sent via email in addition to your drawings, and Zeb through his walkthroughs and discussions with the clients, it really is able to come down to 5 questions. Sources, what are they and how many? And when we look at this design, it was obvious that the end user needed the ability to plug in laptops at walls, perhaps at tables, or in this case at lectern or podium. They actually have, is it true, Zeb, did it come through with a total of 3 plugins, wall plate plugins of ours?
No, we ended up scaling down to 1. So at first the room was going to be a split room. And we took the split out and we just went one big room. So there's 1 wall plate plug-in. And then the other inputs are all in the rack. So we have an input for server, / laptop or what have you. And then, a few other inputs is in the rack. But we don't only use one wall plate to do the change of the room.
Got it. Okay. So the wall plate plug-in, there are the need for 2 DVD players, a dedicated PC. Now, this also had a really unique aspect of this project, being that there were 3 HDMI cameras, PTZ cameras, that had to be integrated. And so, due to the nature of matrixing and having video conferencing, and also needing to show these cameras not just through the folks at the other end of the video conference call, instead sending those cameras to perhaps the screens in the room, those cameras had to go through the video matrixing system. So again, starting with question 1, sources, or at least how do you intend to use the room, right? They may not know that they need PTZ cameras, but they know they need to show these the presenter and have the ability to zoom in on that presenter and broadcast that throughout the room or the rooms. Standalone. Then you go to displays. There were standalone displays, but then also this project had another unique aspect. On the projector, they wanted to be able to show a quad view of, or full-size screen of, any combination of the presenter plugins, the cameras, the DVDs, this sort of thing. So, Zeb, how exactly does an end user go about telling you, we want to show multiple things on this one screen?
This one kind of came about, they were talking about another co-working space that had a video wall, basically. And I personally thought it would be cooler to do it on a 200-inch screen and do the different multi-views versus just everybody else with the regular video wall. So I kind of asked him if we could do that with a quadrant or a couple different combinations where it could show 4 videos or 4 streams live at the same time. And of course, they really liked that idea, and so we went with the 200-inch screen and laser projector versus just your standard TV wall or what have you. So
Nice. That's
kind of
awesome.
my idea.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go. Because, in combination with the Matrix, actually it's so much more flexible and dynamic than doing a traditional video wall where you're kind of stuck just in full screen mode or quadrant mode, perhaps. Here we could do just that, or do larger, have primary windows and secondary windows, large, small. We could, we'll be able to give the benefit of seamless switching through the multi-viewer, and we give the access to not just 4 inputs, but all, I believe it was 12 total video sources of your system. So that was a really unique thing, and when we saw that, that really caught our eye. So sources, displays, distances. So how many? This is one room, or it's a room? It's combination of rooms. Is it?
No, it's just one room now. It was going to be a room that they were going to split with an air wall, so we have one big training room, and then we're going to be able to split 2 separate ones. Now it's just one big, I forgot the square, but it's a really big training room, and we're about 70% done with it. We're going to add a couple more displays and a couple more sources once we finish them, but right now it's just 3 displays with, I think we have 8 or 9 sources, I think, on it right now, something like that. But it's going to be a total of 5 displays, and then the plan is to carry it on throughout the space. So it's a 40,000 square foot co-working space. We're about to start the 3rd floor, so we're going to connect some of the conference rooms and lab rooms to the space as well. That matrix is just going to continue on throughout the building, so we can share whatever we're doing in that room and any other part of the building as well.
That's a perfect usage then for video over IP. Easily expandable. We'll be able to tack on encoders, decoders through our key digital management software, and deliver those to you pre-configured, which is actually something else that we did for this system and for all of our IP 922s. We actually collected the desired IP address information from Zeb. We were able to utilize the system design that we have here to know the sources and the display names, or we could collect that information as well. We already have a high level of intimacy with this project, though, and I guess that's kind of the point of what we're doing here, right? Is just that from inception to delivery, this thing is we're there hand in hand with the integrators in the field, and so we pre-configured this job here in the office in Mount Vernon, New York. Our engineers configured the units one by one, build the entire system, verify the system, video, audio, switching, functionality, everything stable with the same network switch brand, make, and model that you're using. And just to confirm everything there, because that's another layer of complexity of variables, if you will. And so that we then were able to bring deliver this to Zeb. I forget, Zeb, I see the image here. You're using the encoders and the SMS16, the shelf. Did we even have those already screwed into the shelf for you when we shipped it?
No, the boxes were just labeled on which ones they were, and it was great because I was out with back surgery for the first 3 weeks of the project. So, based on the CAD drawings that we did and the way you guys shipped your stuff, our guys were easy. It was just easy plug and play. They knew where it went in the rack. They knew where to plug it up to, what source or what input went to it. And so the installation was really simple. Because of that, it really cut down on the time that we had to do. So that was really good.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's huge. I forgot about that aspect of it, and that totally does enable something that otherwise people doing this for the first time in the field, lots of questions, and definitely you want to be able to focus on your health in a situation like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't get the rest as much as I wanted to, but I got 3 weeks in there, so it definitely helped. But so when I got there, everything was installed. All I had to do was configure the switch, which with the manual you guys but with it, it was truly like ABC 1, 2, 3. You know, I did it in like 5 minutes, no issues, and everything was done. So
That
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome, Zeb. The project came out great. Can't wait to see what's next for you guys. What else you guys have? You guys have some examples of the UI? Is that the UI that you guys have built?
yeah, this is.
Yeah, yeah.
This is now. There's one thing I'll just add real quick. It looks a little busier on this screen because this is just a screen grab from the programming software, but not what the end user sees. But so those lists at the center and at the left hand side of the iPad, those aren't quite as lengthy when the user sees them. But Zeb, what's been the how's that like? Just handing over the iPad to them and walking them through it, and then seeing them be able to use the system. Is it? Can you describe that process?
Yeah, I mean, it's gained great reviews. Easy to use. I haven't even officially trained anybody in the center yet. I've been running most of the meetings just to, make sure everything is running right. But it's so simple that they've had meetings without me, and it's just, Dwayne, who helped me program, he did a great job with it, and with your input too, Jonathan. And it's just simple. It makes the switching of the matrix so simple, just inputs to outputs, and a very simple layout, but enough complexity to do everything that they needed to do, plus some. And it all integrated well. So, I mean, the interface is really nice, and we plan on carrying that also throughout the rest of the building as we add different conference rooms and collab spaces.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Looks great.
Dwayne at Audio Electronics, right? So that's great. He does excellent work, and I'm glad I could help and be a part of the process.
Yeah, and Zeb, I got a lot of respect for NX and the direction you're taking the company. It's a company that was doing security, commercial resi, doing some resi. Excuse me, but this is a big project. This is a big project for a really high profile client in Atlanta, and it's amazing. And what's great? What you did, Zeb, is in this project for the integrators that are watching. We actually spoke about this Sunday on one of the shows that we take part of, AV in the AM on Twitter, and it's really cool. A lot of industry people, talking about stuff. And one of the things that I talked about as far as like trends is the trend that mentorship is cool, right? And, look, you could easily taken it upon yourself, but, because you had a couple things going on, you brought in others to help you with the project, man. And I think, moving forward, that's really the direction of the business is. You have these projects, so if you need help, you should ask for help. Get in contact with us at Key Digital. We'll put you in touch with dealers like Zeb, that can help you out. I'm sure Zeb, I know you're super busy, but if an integrator needs some help with a similar project, I'm sure you'd be able to, spend some time helping them out.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, this was the first time for us I've ever used subs to do anything for me, and it was interesting. It worked out really good. I mean, I was going to attempt to fly through Compass programming and just jump in there and try to do it myself, but I knew I wouldn't be able to put it to the level that Dwayne was able to do for me. And then we used Phil Cartier with Audio Envelope. He helped me do the audio side with Career One, and it just made things so much easier on me, especially with me getting out back surgery, that they were there to kind of handle some of the intricate parts of it, some of the programming, and then I was able to kind of come in and just watch the project finish. So for the first time, I didn't have to do everything, so that was cool. But definitely something that I would do in the future, because there's so many different systems out there, but I know when I do, like, I only use Key Digital Valens and Matrix stuff, so when it makes sense to use your control, I'm able to do that, so it really worked out good. So I appreciate the referral, Dan, to Dwayne. He did a great job, and, we got it done. And really, to me, it was, we did the whole project in less than a month, really. start to finish. So it was they really did a good job. So.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So if you want to get connected with Zeb, like I said, he's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, he's on LinkedIn. So check him out, Zebediah Henry, Inex Systems, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Great guy, great company, awesome team. Pleasure to work with. So definitely check them out. Great job, Zeb. We look forward to many more. We got to keep you busy, man. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I know we're trying to get you to the Masters next year, man. We're gonna try to get this guy a green jacket too.
Yeah, exactly. So.
All right, everybody. Cool. Well, thanks so much, Zeb. Thanks for joining us today, taking time out of your schedule. Really appreciate you. Keep up all the great work, and we'll see you real soon, bud.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Zeb.
Thank you, Zeb.
Bye.
Cool. So we record that. So if you didn't get, on the live feed, if it was a little bit hard to hear, we tried to make best what we have in our training room. So we will have this on our YouTube channel very soon, right, marketing team? Right? Marketing team is going to be working hard at it. So we would love some feedback, love some suggestions. So if you have questions about system design or compass control or AV over IP, feel free to reach out to anybody on our team. We'll be more than happy to help you out before, during, and after the sale. And if you'd like to join us on Key Digital Live, let us know. Drop us a line. Use hashtag Key Digital Live, and make sure you follow us all on social media. Mr. Ferry has something very special to share with you.
I do.
As far as April promo, right?
Yes.
Look at our cue cards.
Promo.
Thank you, marketing.
Egg hunt winner. I could read also. Golden egg number for the April promo egg hunt winner is number 36. 36. If you have golden egg number 36, you are the winner of our egg hunt promo for the month of April. And so you need to reach out to us on all the social networking channels.
Take a picture of your golden egg, number 36, and we're going to check. So don't try to be shady and write down 36, because we know which box it went into, all right? All right, we were born at night, but not last night. So make sure you take a picture of it, post it on social media, email us, tag us. What did they win? Do you know? Did they win a trip to the island?
They win a KD MLV 4x2 prep.
Wow.
Wait a minute, I may have golden ticket number 36.
KD MLV 4x2 Pro.
Yeah. Woo. Do you guys know what the promo is for May? No, not yet. Stay tuned.
Not
Okay.
there. April showers bring me flowers.
Is it Mayflowers? Okay, cool. So check it out on all our social media. And anything you want to plug? You got any road trips? Any trainings coming up?
I just met some really great partners up in Toronto,
cool.
Ontario. It's a really tough time for them. The Maple Leafs had just lost
Oh
in
my
Game
God.
7 of the Stanley Cup final playoffs. So of course,
Like the
they were,
night before your training?
I met some partners on the day of the Game 7. It was round 1, by the way, and some partners the following day. So, but it doesn't matter. They knew they were going into Game 7 against the Boston Bruins. That gray cloud was hanging over their heads.
Really?
So want to give a shout out to everybody in Toronto that I met. Spent time learning about video over IP, about compass control, about digital video fundamentals, and about some new products that are coming out. So we really appreciate the time of those partners as well. And we have some more things coming up post Infocom. We're going to have an in-house training here in New York where you can get your hands on compass control, enterprise AV, and some new hush-hush products coming at Infocom. So you'll see those announcements coming shortly, and you'll learn about them at our booth as well.
Awesome. And we're just wrapping up today in New York. We're shooting the last of the Key Digital University trainings. So it's cool. They're anywhere from say 5 to 10 minute videos. And on these videos, you're going to learn, Jonathan's teaching the technical side. I'm giving you a glimpse into the sales side on these videos. So if you haven't signed up for Key Digital University, go to keydigital.com and log in. You need to be a dealer, you need to be an integrator. They're not for end users. We do check. So make sure you go in and get signed on, get an account. You start taking the technical training, the sales training, and learn from the pros. So be sure to check that out. We'll see you at InfoComm. Happy, healthy, and finally the warm weather is coming. So that means the heat. That means the orders, right? All those big orders.
Oh, what do you call these big orders we've been receiving?
The calm before the storm. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you real soon.